Hi students, today we are going to discuss about the stack. What is meant by a stack is a collection of elements of same data type where the insertion and deletion operations can be take place at only one end called as the top. Whereas this stack follows last in first out method or else first in last out method. This is the definition of stack that we have discussed already. Then in this stack, if you want to perform the deletion and the insertion operations, here the deletion operation is called as pop and the insertion operation is called as push. By using this push operation, we can insert the element. Whenever we are entering the elements into the stack, that means inserting the element into the stack, automatically the push value will be incremented by 1. And if you want to perform the pop operation, that means if the element was being removed from the stack, automatically the top value will be decremented by 1. And next, array implementation of stack. Here, like arrays, what is meant by array means array is the collection of elements of same data type, whereas stack also it is the collection of elements of the same type. That means we can take the array for the implementation of stack, but the problem is we have to allocate the memory block size with prior to the operation. That means based on the operation that we are going to perform, we have to allocate the memory size sufficient for that size. And in this stack, there is a top item where the push and pop operations are performed. Then when the stack is empty, the top variable is set to minus 1. That is at the beginning, initially we are going to define the top equal to minus 1. And if you want to perform the push operation, that means if you want to insert the element into the stack, we have to check whether the value of the top to the array size array size. And if you want to insert the element, if the size is greater than the item that we have to insert, then the stack is called as the stack overflow. That means if you want to insert the element, for example, if the stack size is declared as 5, we are trying to insert the sixth element into the stack, then it is not possible to insert that sixth element. Why? Because the size we have declared as only 5. So that in that situation we can say that stack is overflow. And if you want to delete the element, that means if you want to perform the pop operation, we must check whether it is possible to delete the element or not. That means if the stack contains elements or not, we have to check it beginning itself. If the stack is empty, that is the top value is minus 1. If the stack does not contains any elements, then the pop operation cannot be performed. That means the deletion of elements cannot be done in the stack. That situation is called as the stack underflow. And see this example here. For example, if the stack array as defined as yes and they have given the size as 20, then how many elements we can enter into the stack is we can enter only 20 elements into the stack, and that 20 is called as the maximum stack, that is max stack. They have defined by the variable called as the max stack equal to 20. And how the elements will be stored means the elements will be inserted into the stack by using the array size. It will start from 0 to 19, that is s of 0 equal to 1, s of 1 equal to 5, s of 2 equal to 7. Like that we can insert up to s of 19, that is total max stack equal to 20 elements. And here is the example. For example, if they have given the elements like this 14, 23, 1, 4 and 45, and what is the max stack value here is 5. Why? Because here the total size that we have declared as 5, here we can insert only 5 elements. We can't able to insert the sixth element. And how it will store the elements into the stack is at the beginning before inserting the element, already we have discussed top is assigned to minus 1. When the stack is empty, just we have created the stack. At that time, after creating the empty stack, the top value is assigned to minus 1. Initially top equal to minus 1, and see the first step. See the first step, push the item 14 into the stack. Here we have given the elements called as 14, 23, 1, 4 and 45. The first item is 14, 14 into the stack. Then automatically at the beginning it is minus 1. Then we have to increment by 1. Then plus 1. We are going to insert the element into the position called as S of 0th position. That means see here, top equal to 0, S of 0. In the place of S of 0 we have inserted the element called as 14. And see the next step. And next one is, if you want to push the element 23 into the stack, now already the top value is 0. Then now 0 plus 1, that will become 1. And the 23 element will be inserted into the stack into the top equal to 1 position, that is S of 1. And the another element is 1. And the third element, push the item into the stack. That is, now if you want to push the another item into the stack, the top value will be incremented by 1. Already the top value is 1. 1 plus 1, that will become 2. And the next one, now we have inserted the 3 elements into the stack, that is 14, 23 and 1. Now the next item is 4, that is inserted into the 4th position. And now it will become 2 plus 1, that equal to 3. Top will become 3. And we have inserted the element in the S of 3 position. And in the step 5, again the another element we have given as 5, that has to be inserted, that is another item 5, that is inserted. The element is 45. It has to be stored in the 5th position. 3 plus 1, that equal to 4. Now the 5 elements has been inserted. 14, 23, 1, 4 and 45. That is stored in S of 0, S of 1, S of 2, S of 3 and S of 4. And it will start from top equal to 0th position, 1st position, 2nd position, 3rd position and 4th. Then the total items is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 items that we have inserted. Up to here the push operation has been performed. That means we have inserted the element one by one by incrementing the top value. And if you want to push the one more element, that means if you are trying to insert the another element, for example if we take as 35, already we have given up to 5 element, 5 positions we have inserted the element, and we have declared the size also 5 only. Here if we are trying to insert one more element, then it is not possible to insert that element into the stack. Why? Because we have declared the size only 5, and this situation is called as the stack overflow. Up to here we have inserted the elements into the stack. And now if you want to delete the items, that means if you want to perform the pop operation, then we have done up to now, we did the insertion by adding one by one. We have added the top position plus 1 and we have inserted all the elements. And if you want to delete the reverse, that is we have to do that process in the reverse direction. That is, we are going to delete the element from the top one by one. By decrementing the top value, we are going to delete the elements. See here, this is the stack that we have inserted the elements as 14, 23, 1, 4 and 15 into the position 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. First, the first element is 45. If you want to delete the 45, then here top value is 4. 4 minus 1, that will become 3. We have decremented the position, that is 45 has been deleted. After deleting 45, it will become 3. Now we are in the 3rd position. See this step 2, and now in the 2nd position the value is 4. That means if you want to pop the item, that is 4, then top value has to be incremented. That means 4 will be get deleted and the top value will be decremented. Top equal to top minus 1, that is 3 minus 1, that will become 2. That means it has moved to the 2nd position. Now top equal to 2, and in that 2, what is the element is 1. That means if you want to delete the item, or else it may be called as the element, if you want to delete the item 1, we can delete the item 1, and after deleting the item, automatically the top value will get decremented, that is it will become 2 minus 1, that equal to 1. Now we have moved to the top equal to 1. And in the step 4, now it contains the item called as 23. If you want to pop the item 23, then we can pop the item 23. Then top value will become 1 minus 1, that equal to 0. Top value is moved to the 0th position. Then if you want to if you want to pop the item 14, we can pop the item and the top value will become minus 1. That means already we have discussed top equal to minus 1 means that the stack is empty. Whenever we have created the stack, at that time we are going to define top equal to minus 1. Now again, if we are trying to pop the element, then at that time, now the stack is empty. It is not possible to remove the item from the stack, so that this situation is called as the stack underflow. Then up to here, the insertion and deletion has been completed, and next topic is stack as abstract data type. Here in the stack already we have seen that insertion and deletion we are going to do at one end called as the top, and here it is stack is following the method called as the last in first out method and first in last out method. Here what is meant by abstract data type is the elements in this stack, it may be of any type, but the elements in a given stack must be of the same type. That means we are inserting the elements, whatever the elements that we are inserting into the stack, all the elements must be of the same type, but we can define the type may be any type. It may be the integer, or else it may be the character, or else it may be the float, or else it may be the double. It may be the of any data type. Whatever the data type may be, the elements that we are trying to insert, or else the elements that we are trying to delete, all the elements must be of the same type. That means if we have given the data type as integer, we have to insert all the integer elements only, and if we have defined the type as character, we have to insert all the character values only. And if we have defined the float, the data type as float, we have to insert all the items as float values only. Like this, it may be of any type, we can define any data type, but all the elements that we have entered into the stack must be of the same data type only what we have defined. That is called as the abstract data type in the stack. And here we have seen that it follows LIFO or FIFO method, LIFO or FILO method. What is this LIFO or FILO method means? Take the example as plates on the dining table. For example, if you take the plates on the dining table, if we have placed all the plates one after the another, like 10 plates, if we have placed all the 10 plates in the dining table one upon the another, if we want to take the fifth plate from the 10 plates, what we have to do is first we have to remove all the 4 plates and we have to keep it aside, then only we can take the fifth plate. We can't able to move that plate or else take that plate directly without removing that 4 plates. That is called as the LIFO method or else FILO method. That is, the item which has inserted last will be taken first, and the item which has inserted first will be taken as last. That is called as the LIFO or FILO method. Here in this stack as abstract data type, it contains the set of operations for an abstract stack. What are the different set of operations is? First one is creating a stack. Creating stack means here we are going to create the stack. The creation of stack will be done by using this create stack function. And next one is push. Push operation, already we have seen push operation is going to done for inserting the item. And pop operation means if you want to delete the elements, we have to do this pop operation is empty. That means if you want to remove the elements, we have to check whether the stack is empty or not. That is a is empty operation. That means we have to check whether the top value is equal to -1, whether the stack is empty or not. If it is empty, it will display it is empty, otherwise it will display how many elements it contains. That is the is empty operation. Traversing means if you want to access the elements in the stack, if you want to access the items in the stack, then we have to use this traverse operation. Count operation is used to count the total number of items in the stack. It will display, for example, the stack contains 5 elements. What is the count of the stack is 5. Like that, it is going to display the total number of items in the stack. These are the different operations that we are going to perform in this abstract stack. And the next one, operations on stack. Based on the actions that can be performed on stack, it contains some functions. What are the different types of functions is push. Here, if you want to push the items into the stack, we have to use this push function, that is push s comma I. S means size, comma I means here we are going to insert the item. By using this push function, we are going to insert the items into the stack. And the next one is pop s. That means pop, deletion of elements from the stack. If you want to delete the element from the stack, here we are going to define the function called as the pop function. And here we are passing only one argument, that is yes. Whenever we are doing that push operation, automatically the deletion will be performed from the last position. And empty of yes, we have to check whether the stack is empty or not. That means if the stack is empty, in the insertion, if you want to insert the element, we have to check whether the stack is empty. If it is empty, we can insert the element. Whereas in the deletion, if we are checking whether the stack is empty or not, if the stack is empty, then the deletion is not possible here. Stack top, here if you want to do insertion or deletion, all the operations will be performed from the stack top only. So that if you want to insert or else if you want to delete the element in the stack top, we have to check whether the stack is overflow or else the stack is underflow in the place of insertion and deletion operations. If you want to insert the element, we have to check whether the stack is overflow or not. If it is overflow, we can't able to insert the element. And in the stack of top position, if you want to delete the element, we have to check whether the stack is underflow or not. If the stack is underflow, we can't able to delete the elements. Otherwise, we can delete the element. This is the stack top function. And the next one is display. If you want to display the elements, whatever the elements that is placed in the stack, if you want to display all the items from the stack, we have to use the function called as display function. And in the next class, we will discuss that push operation. And different functions we have seen. We will see the operations of these different functions.